All right, today's guest, Vendetta Bloom, is a studio-based alternative rock band from Richmond, Virginia. Their debut EP, Decay Theory, is out now. Let's welcome Davy and Nate from Vendetta Bloom. How's it going, guys?
Hey, very
What's
good.
up?
Very good.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
So, what kind of put this project together for you guys? Have you been? I'm sure you've been through a lot of different bands, probably a lot of different scenarios. I don't know if who wants to start, Davy or Nate. Who wants to kind of take that one first?
I'd say
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start. This probably started about 2 years ago. Really three, but two from the studio on. I formed the project originally, had a bunch of ideas together, and I was like, all right, let's try to start a band from kind of garage band start, find some guys, get it going. But unfortunately, that's just kind of a hard way to do it. And so basically, I found Mikey Canoy through a mutual friend, and he was like, hey, you gotta work with this producer. I think he'll pick up what you're putting down and try him out. So I had one arrangement, Reverse Halo. That was the first song. And I went in there right before Christmas, and we had the structure laid out. I basically, within 1 hour, laid it all out. He put it together. We laid it pretty much. We put the whole song down at probably 2 or 3 hours, and then we put all the finishing touches on it. And it was just like the sparks were flying. Like me and Mikey were just like, wow. And so yeah, Mikey Canoy is the producer, and that's when I knew this needed to come to fruition. So I started booking studio time over about a year or so. It was kind of a slow burn. Meanwhile, I was waiting for a singer. And
yeah, you got to
I will say, like, I went through so many people, talked to you know how it is. Like, you throw it on Facebook, you throw it on Craigslist, you're talking to everybody, possible. And like, I swear, about a year into this, I had six songs tracked, and I was like, Mikey, I don't know if I'm gonna find the right guy. Like,
Right. I think that's the hardest role to find, right? Who's going to be the face? Who's going to be the voice of your music? And are you going to be able to work with that person and they're not all over the place or they're kind of don't understand what you want to do? I think that's probably one of the hardest roles to fill, right?
Exactly. And he can't leave. He lives 2 blocks away.
Oh, no, you're locked in, man.
We met at a bar 2 blocks away.
It's
and
crazy. Like so 3 years before, right? I've lived 2 blocks away for about 3 years, actually. So had no idea he even lived here, right? I was looking for a band as well, and we just randomly, like, you ever have those moments when you just do kind of some spontaneous and you do something out of the ordinary? Well,
all the time.
Yeah, that was one of those days, and I ended up going to City Dogs. I'm not really, I'm more of a sit in my house and write all day like kind of guy, but I went to City Dogs, which is like a local bar around here, and met him. And he had a mutual friend that I was with, and basically was like, "Hey, you wouldn't happen to know any singers? Like, would you? Like, and I'm
because I'm constantly throwing it out there everywhere I go."
Yeah.
Now, did he know you? Did he know you who you were? That you're from the neighborhood? He had no. So random guy at a bar. He just, hey, how's it going? Want to drink with me?
Yeah.
Hey, do you know some singers?
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know a singer, right? And I'm like, I mean, I am like, and he's like, really, we got to talking. We got each other's contact, and then he sent me over and look in the.
You listen to one track at the bar.
I listened to one track at the bar, and honestly, look, I've listened to a lot of tracks like out. There's a lot of musicians out there, and I heard this one. I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. Like, this is good. I think I could work with this, So I gave him my real number. And
It wasn't McDonald's phone number or something like that.
So, and then, I'm sure I think he had kind of some PTSD from some other guys. I had no idea, but we ended up writing this entire album. We met up and we did an little acoustic thing.
Yeah, we ran through all the songs acoustically. We wrote probably all the melodies in 3 hours.
Yeah,
maybe less.
Literally, like probably 3 hours, and that was pretty.
That was sick.
Yeah, we ended up because I'm the type of person, I write songs before I actually am done with it. I'll probably go through like one song maybe 3 times. Like I'll rewrite it like 3 times, just because some days I feel certain ways and then some days I feel others. and then just kind of take the best parts of what. But we went back to that first time.
Yeah, we kind of went back. We tried to do other ideas, and we're like, man, I really like those melodies from the acoustic session.
Yeah,
I think most everything on that album was written melody-wise that night.
Thankfully, we were recording.
Yeah, we were recording. Yeah,
voice memo.
Yeah, all on voice memo with the phone that's crashing every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's definitely the best way to do it. I mean, if you're writing, you want to come from an emotional space, so you can project that into your music, and so your fans can connect with that. And it sounds exactly like what you guys did.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it was super cool. It's super cool to when we got into the studio, I met Mikey for the first time. Little did I know he was like the coolest person ever. Like
a lot of producers aren't, very business oriented. This guy
definitely like engineers for sure. Like he is like the funniest guy ever. Like I just want to hang out with him all the time.
Yeah, we want to kidnap him.
Yeah, but, basically, if I could do that, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And you guys have recorded in the studio before, previously, other music, other bands, things like that, or?
Yeah, I've been in a few other bands in the area. Memory Fade was one, Under the Flood, another, a bunch of others. I kind of chased the dream. I swear, every city on the East Coast. But you, I guess, you have an interesting story.
Yeah, I basically like I was on American Idol actually. I got to Hollywood. I didn't, I wasn't feeling it. I kept wanting to make my own songs and stuff, and they wanted me to sing John Legend, and I was just like, I don't know if this is for me. Like so that's when I really got into like producing, like because I play guitar and I play piano. I've been playing for 20 years now, but I really fell back into the more of the background, like writing, melodies, production, that kind of thing. But I really fell in love with songwriting, and songwriting for me, I mean, it saved me in a lot of ways. So
yeah, definitely can be very therapeutic. I did a little bit of writing myself back in the day, but definitely, I think that's something that's kind of missing in some of the newer music today. They don't seem to put as much emphasis on that or take as much time. Words have always been something that's really, really spoken to me big time. That's why I used to write. But I think some of that's missing in some of today's music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's headed,
It's funny. It's like, I think it could go both ways. Like, at least for me, I think sometimes the simplest lyrics are the best ones.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got a hooky chorus and a couple, a couple good lines, and of course you have to have a killer riff behind it, right? It has to have a catchy riff.
Oh
yeah. You know, and sometimes it can be see Yeah, it can
bring it home with the bridge for sure. Like,
I love good bridges.
Yeah, I mean, it can be, case in point, AC/DC's made it simple for years and years and years, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And they stuck with that formula, and they keep doing it. Other people have gotten super more intricate over the years. Case in point, Rush, with the lyrics they came up with, always blew my mind.
Yeah, that is for sure. I like to do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we all want to be. I feel like writers overwrite, guitar players overplay, singers oversing, right? But
I find that
I tried. Definitely, the older I get, like the less is so much more.
Yeah, right. Leave them wanting a little bit more, right?
Yes, absolutely. Those dynamics. Yeah.
So you guys had, I think, Chris Crummett mastered the EP for you guys. He's worked with some other bands here. It looks like Sleeping with Sirens and Gavin Dance did some work with them. How was it working with Chris?
Oh, he was great. He gave us like really good feedback, and he really just kind of put that chef's kiss on it.
For sure.
We kind of went back and forth on kind of how we wanted to master it, what kind of sound we wanted, and he was extremely patient, extremely helpful. Him and Mikey towards the end. With the end result, we were like, how do we really want this thing to sound at the end? Do we want it to be how heavy do we want it? Do we want the vocals to be in front? Do we want them to be kind of beside the instrument? So I think we were kind of at the end, we weren't sure. And like Mikey and Chris, like they really sent it home for us. So
yeah, I really like the job. I really like Reverse Halo. That's kind of the first track I heard from you guys. Kind of stands out. It's definitely got a newer vibe to it. You know, fits in with the newer rock music and things like that. So I definitely dug that. Yeah. But let's talk a little bit to both of you about some influences and stuff. You know, we talked a little bit briefly before we started the interview here. Talked a little bit about that. But who would you say kind of maybe help shape your sound, some influences, and maybe who influences you today?
yeah, I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
Anything and everything.
I know.
Coming up, I mean, I think I started in sort of like your typical like Metallica, Iron Maiden stuff, but then I started getting into Tremonti, Creed, and then as I got more emo, Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine,
Yeah, cool.
Trivium, and then I got even more heavy. I went to like In Flames and Kill Switch and Diecast, and I kind of went to like the European melodic deathcore for a little while, death metal, and then I kind of circled back and yeah, I like a good vocal hook. I like clean vocals that I can hear. I mean, I do like an occasional scream. Don't get me wrong. Like band here, they're sort of from here, Darkest Hour. Like they're one of my favorite bands, and they're almost all screams, but they do it so well. So it kind of depends on what. But I mean, from that to 30 Seconds to Mars to Muse to like Atreyu, Chiodos. I mean, like there's just. So I think I'm wearing a Atreyu shirt. August Burns Red, actually.
Yeah, is there any players or musicians that influence you, your sound or style that you kind of draw upon, or?
Guitar player, Ali. What was the name of the guitar player? All Remains. I'd say he was one of the top ones. But Tremonti coming up, John Frusciante, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't really use his playing too much today, but he got my first song I learned fully through was Scar Tissue. Yeah, so and the first I think solos I learned was like Fade to Black by Metallica.
Yeah,
the Trooper by Iron Maiden. You know, like
yeah, those are some staples. Definitely Fade to Black. Oh, definitely spoke to me. I remember getting that cassette when that came out. That was huge because that sound was not out there yet for them. They were kind of one of the first to break that. You know, but yeah, definitely very
Great
cool,
song.
very cool.
So I guess like shoot, I will even take this back. I mean, so when I met him, right, he was very into like, the metal type of sound, right? I wasn't really. I mean, I guess so. Okay, if we were to go back, my first CD that I ever bought with my own money, right? Like mowed the lawn like a few weeks, and then was able to get Morning View by Incubus.
Oh,
and
Incubus.
Like Incubus is definitely a really big influence for me. But it's funny because I also make a lot of bluesy, jazz, like R&B type. And these guys, man, we're talking about influences right now. These guys influenced me to change my entire sound. I mean, Linkin Park was a huge influence for me, but I was always scared to like go there vocally.
Right.
I didn't want to like blow out my vocal cords or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I just never.
Yeah. I think about that a lot of times because I interview a lot of veteran bands. You know what I mean? And you see that back in the day, they're like you said, they were going for it.
Yeah.
You know, they kind of almost painted themselves into a corner. It's like now you got to go back and try to perform that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't always think about that when you're coming up. You know, you're new band and you just want to crush it and show what you got. But it's great you guys are thinking about that right out of the gate for sure.
Yeah. Well, they really helped me like step out of my comfort zone vocally. Like I said, Linkin Park was a really big influence for me. Incubus is a little softer, like it's not so crazy, but I've always loved the vocals from.
So I got to put you on the spot a little bit. Yeah. New singer for Linkin Park. What are you thinking with that? It's totally different feel, right? I mean,
you know what? I like it.
I like it now.
I kind of like it.
The first time I heard it, I was like, ugh.
I know there's a lot of hate for it, but like, I mean, let's be real. Like, do we want to listen to more of Linkin Park? Because I do. Like, and I think that if it were a guy, to come through. Like you can't match up to
Yeah. No. And you don't want to be like sound just
exactly like
you don't be like
can't that's just not right. I think they made a good move on that one.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a lot of the negativity at first when it came out, and it's like, all right, give it a shot and see what it's like, you know. And now it's turned the corner. They're selling out, and they're doing crazy good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's never going to be the same, and I think that we all like have to grasp that. You know, it's never going to be.
Yeah. And I was talking to another artist the other day. Hardest job is to replace the lead singer in any
Oh
band.
my gosh.
The face of the band, it's the sound of the band, you know what I mean? That's the vocal sound and the face. You get that ingrained in you as part of their image, you know, and then you change that person, you know, a lot of times it doesn't go over well.
Especially after they've been so successful.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing if it's kind of in the beginning and you're, you know, rebranding or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, they already like made it. Everybody knows. I mean, it's from my childhood, everybody's childhood, and it's like,
it's like when they changed out Ozzy and Sabbath, and they brought Ronnie James Dio.
Right.
You know, and everybody's giving him the finger for the first, you know, so many shows. You know, how do you get on stage and everybody's giving you the finger the whole show?
Yeah.
And finally, you know, he's like, I got to do something. You know, Ozzy had the peace symbol. I got to do something, you know? So he figured what needed to be his style, you know, and it finally worked, you know, but sometimes it really doesn't catch and it doesn't work, you know, when they got Tim Ripper Owens for Priest, you know, great singer, great voice. You know, it was a really tough time in metal at that point, and it really wasn't the best fit for them, you know. So, you know, Halford came back, and as Priest fans, we were kind of waiting for Halford to come back, if that would happen.
I got to give them so much credit for doing that too, though. Like, I mean, what's more metal than to just say, I don't know if F everything else. Like, it doesn't matter what they think. I'm going to go out here. I'm going to do it. And just stand to your guns. Like, I mean, like, that's metal. Like, that's
because Ripper is great, man. He's awesome. He's doing great with KK's Priest. He's a phenomenal singer. It was just a super tough time for metal in the 90s and stuff like that. Shows weren't selling, you know, music was, and that was not the style people were listening to. So it was just tough. But I'm just saying, you know, changing that singer is like the hardest thing for anybody.
It really is, man. It so is. But thankfully, we didn't have to change.
Yeah, right.
It just blended, man. Like, honestly, like, this whole project, I mean,
he knows he's been looking for you for a while, from what he said. Right?
Little did we know we were right.
How many singers did you go through before you found this guy?
I don't know, probably 10 plus. I mean, that's not including the people. I mean, I'm talking about people sending me demos, and maybe we work on a little bit.
Right. Who'd you actually audition? How many would you actually audition out of that? Do you remember?
4 or 5. I mean, I probably talked to 20 or 30, and probably those actually sent them the tracks, and they sent me something back. So, you know, probably 4 or 5 people actually came over to see if it would work out.
Yeah.
You know,
but it sounds like a good fit for you guys, and you're real close by. It makes things really work simply. Sounds like you guys write well together and stuff, and it's just been a great fit.
It really has, man, and I couldn't be more grateful just for all these guys, and
it's just the beginning. I mean, this
really
is like
So you guys got the EP out now. So what's the plans moving forward? What's the next steps?
Man, we already got like
we have
like 3 more songs.
We're always writing
a few new songs. So
we're in the studio next week to finish up an acoustic track, and we have another track single probably be both released in the early winter, midwinter, and then from there, you know, I think we want to do a music video or two.
Right.
We're kind of just, you know,
definitely want to get out and gig a little bit.
That's a big one.
Whether that's like, you know, just a stripped down version of some of these songs, or shoot, we could get the whole band.
Yeah, we're talking about maybe doing acoustic sets eventually. But I think right now we're really trying to solidify the lineup, get ready and get out there, and we're getting close.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely hit up the videos and get 1 or 2 of those together.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys can. It's still really important today to have that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
You know?
I've been writing every single day. Like, I mean, him and
Yeah,
I,
he just wants to keep writing.
I'm
trying to run up, keep up with.
We've been, but the thing, it was crazy. It's like, you know, the older you get, it's like the bigger the bag grows, and then you just have all these, like, you have this big stash of all this music, and he's got a bunch, I've got a bunch.
Not a bad problem to have.
That's the way you do it. I mean, you
Yeah.
ever look at what the library looks like in 5150 studio? It's just massive with all this
Massive.
music we've never heard from
Mhm.
Eddie. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If that's ever
Exactly.
going to make it to the light of day, you know, I asked the author of one of the books that he wrote, you know, are we ever going to see that? You think, here's some of that, it's going to be amazing. But to
Exactly.
have that stuff to
Yeah.
draw upon, that's the
Yeah.
way to do it, man, for sure. Because there's going to be times when you're like, oh, what are we doing? Let's just
Right.
go and pull some stuff out, you know?
Oh, we've got some stuff coming.
So
for
you
sure.
thinking you're going to do another album?
I would
work
say,
probably.
yeah, eventually. I think
Definitely.
singles really for now. We would like to get some label support.
Oh, we got an album for
Yeah.
sure.
We
got enough
have
for-
plenty of material. I just think we
Trust me.
want to get
got
that
an album.
backing. But
We're
Right.
gonna figure it out, but it,
Yeah.
you know, soon to come.
yeah.
I think.
An album is definitely a goal. That's absolutely, you know,
For
a full
sure.
LP.
Yeah.
I would like to record it with Mikey. You know,
Oh, yeah.
Mikey's,
He's getting busy though. So Mikey Canoy, he plays a set for tomorrow, and they just got signed to Thriller Records.
yeah,
And we're a little worried that he might,
it's okay though.
get a little too busy. But we'll kind of.
No, Mikey will make time for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good. No, we all work together really well, and we've got a ton of material coming out.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we look forward to that. We got the track you guys got out now. Reverse Halo. We got the video for that on our website, talkingabout.rock.com. We got the link to that. You can go to the Hall of Videos and check out that song from these guys. And they got the whole EP out. It's available now. A Decay Theory from Vendetta Bloom. It's available on Spotify, Apple Music, and I assume the other streaming services, right?
Oh yeah,
It's on everything.
everything. Yeah.
Excellent. And if folks want to know more or they want to get in touch with you or anything, where's the best way to reach out? On socials or?
Facebook, Instagram. We're on YouTube. As far as like actual network, I'd say Instagram, and we are on TikTok. We're still working on that, but yeah, Facebook, Instagram is probably your best.
Yeah.
Best.
Excellent. All right. So check
Yeah.
these guys out when you get a chance. Vendetta Bloom. They're working on new material also coming out, but I think you guys will really dig what's going on with the debut EP. Dave and Nate, thank you so much, you guys, for stopping by.
Thank you
today
so
with us.
much, my friend.
Dio.
Yeah.
Awesome,
You take
awesome.
it easy. I appreciate
All right.
the
And all
time.
you folks out there, we hope you're keeping the torch alive and supporting live music wherever you are. Guys, have a good night.
You too.